Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Commodores will kick it away first. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down for the offense. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Makes his connection. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick pass on the jet motion. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Leaves it with the back. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
That's caught. It's Nair. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick strike complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Catch. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fredot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Second down coming up. The DBs will back off a bit. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll line up for a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Johnson looking to throw. Fires left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Commodores will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On first down, here comes this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Power football with the run. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Gonna run it. It's Sanders. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down move.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sellers. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Hunt. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. They've got the screen set up. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game score.
New set of downs after that completion. Using the quick game. At the 20, he's got space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Doors!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Now they'll run the draw. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A designed run for the quarterback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. He'll take it himself. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. He's going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. That's caught. It's Sanders.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it.
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Here comes the hurry-up. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll take another shot here. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first, and the quarterback is snowed under. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting...
Nothing but green ahead. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Vandy. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defense is going to have to get something figured out.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Defense not showing press coverage. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Sellers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. We might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Wants to throw on second down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. Route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to move it through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. They go to the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And oftentimes running backs love drop those because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Johnson wants to throw it. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. On second down, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. He gets it in. Touchdown, Commodores.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harvard. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little. Going deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Still looking on the move. He'll pull it down and run. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
South Carolina, 6.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Got it! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They've changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming in this one.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Here comes the 2-point try. Slams ahead. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Fair catch called for and made. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the move. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. And the Commodores in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down. Running with power. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Johnson looking to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Using his feet. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.